Now, take a little bit of the project glue, spin around the outside, and place the windows in position. How about that, huh? Now we might as well do the assembly of the building as well. So let's take a little bit more of the cement, kind of pin it in position until it hardens.
Papa Tom is using Woodland Scenics foam nails that you can purchase at your local hobby store.
Well, the chimney is dry now. And what we want to do next is cover doing a black wash. And it's a very simple process. Just take a little bit of black and a little water. And what you're creating is just a light, sloshy wash that gets into everything and changes the total look of everything. Now all you do is set that aside, wait for it to dry. And while that's drying, what we can do is go on to show you something else that's called dry brushing. That too adds a lot of texture to something. And it's as it sounds. It's taking just a little bit of paint, brushing the brush so that it's very, very dry. And just with the little bit that's on it, you brush it onto the shingles, and what it does is it creates the scratch portions or the depth of the structure of the shingle itself, like the wood grain. Showing the difference between the two sides, as you can see right here where we've already done it, and on the back side where we've yet to do it, there's a whole lot more detail you can see on the front here where we've already done the dry brushing. It creates a lot of depth that you wouldn't normally have gotten otherwise in just plain straight painting. Let's check on the house. Boy, doesn't it look good. And sure enough, yep, it looks like it's dry. So we'll pull the pins out of it. Let's check on the roof, see how it fits into it. Ooh, that's got a nice look, doesn't it? And the chimney fitting right in there. Perfect, huh? You notice you can see right through it. Doesn't have any depth to it. Let's try this. Taking the construction paper, the black construction paper that was in the building and structure kit, we'll make a crisscross in there. A lot of times that has a way of diffusing the light a little bit better. And what we do is put them together, find our center point, and you want to cut just halfway up in there. Crisscross them together within each other and drop that right in the middle of the house. Doesn't that look great? Before we cement it all together, it occurred to me that maybe you're going to be using this on a diorama, and I have one over here that we've already made in the past. And what we'll want to do is cut it into the side of the hill here so that it'll fit, and just make an incision where that is and run it down the side of the hill. We're going to just flatten it right in like this, and the house should fit right down into there pretty nicely. Just so happens I have another one here, similar size, and made basically the same way, only as a log cabin. What if you were studying Abraham Lincoln? How about this, kids, huh? Let's take this off, and I'll show you how to cement it together. Take a little bit of the project glue and put it down both sides of it. Put the top on, position it so that it's square, and pin it in place.
Did you know 7 U.S. presidents were born in log homes, including Abraham Lincoln and Andrew Jackson?
And now we'll cement the chimney in place. We'll run a bead right across where we know that the edge of the building is going to fit. Now what you want to do is take some of the leftover bushes that you've been using and just put a few pieces down in there. And you can even take a little of the heavier coarse grass and sprinkle it around in front where it blends with the front of the building. And your building's in. All you have to do now is wait about an hour for the cement to dry. You can pull out your pins. Remember to label your front cover over here of your project, you know what it is. In this particular case, maybe it was Abe Lincoln's cottage or house that he was born in. Of course, your name, you want to get credit for this one. You're on your way to a great A.